Hi guys, welcome to my channel. Thank you so much for joining me on today's video. Thank you to all who keep watching, my returning subscribers, my new subscribers. Thank you for joining our little fragrance family. And if you're new on here, you're just seeing my videos for the first time. My name is Anne. This channel is Scent Solutions and we talk all about perfumes here. So welcome on board. Today, I wanted to share with you 5 perfumes that I find to be absolutely intoxicating and that I'm obsessed with right now. Now, when I'm talking about intoxicating, I mean it makes me feel a very strong sense of excitement. It makes me feel a very strong sense of happiness. It literally alters my state of mind. That's what I mean when I say these perfumes are intoxicating. Like if I were sad and I sprayed these perfumes, there would literally be a change in my state of mind when I use these perfumes, and then I can't stop sniffing myself when I have these on. I've got 5 of them, and the 5 I choose now I'm choosing because they're very relevant for the cold weather, and I know that about 50% of my subscribers live in regions where there's cold weather. So I'm doing this for you guys and I hope you enjoy this video. So we'll start with one that I've been using for the past few weeks and I'm totally enjoying this perfume. I didn't think that this perfume would capture my attention the way it has, but it actually has. The name of this one is Modest Dough Parfum. That's the name of this perfume. I don't know if you can see it, but this is what the bottle looks like. Let me just change the direction of my camera so you can see it properly. So this one is Modest Dough, like I said. This is a 100 ml bottle. Guys, this perfume took me by storm. Absolutely. Now, this has notes of berries. It has chocolate. It's got patchouli and musk and vanilla. Guys, this starts off very lush with the berries, and it doesn't have that tartness that most berry based perfumes have in the opening. It has more of a lush consistency, and I think that's the chocolate in the opening doing its thing. Stunning, guys, with the cherry. Oh my god, it smells like a chocolate covered cherry with a liquor heart. Does that make sense? Absolutely stunning, guys. I don't know how else to describe this. This is daytime, this is nighttime, but most especially nighttime, because that's where the beauty of this would shine. It has moderate sillage. I mean, if you spray it in a room, people on the corridors would know you're around. It's got great longevity on me, better still on clothes. It smells a lot like La Nuit Trésor à la Folie. Now, they've got similar scent profiles, but now if you want me to do a comparison of both perfumes, please let me know in the comments because a lot of people have compared both of them, but this video is not for that comparison, so I'm not going to dwell too much on that. Modest Parfum is a very sexy, sultry, elegant perfume. It is very wearable. It is not at all like a Middle Eastern fragrance because it doesn't have oud or any of those things that would typically characterize, your core Middle Eastern fragrances, but it is stunning and it is so warming with the vanilla and the patchouli at the base. It has just this very warming quality with the cherry and the chocolate, all just giving it, the comfort you get when you eat chocolates. That's what this elicits, and it has that gourmand touch, but a wearable gourmand. It's not overly realistic. It's that kind of gourmand where you know that there are foodie bits in this, but it's not to the point where you taste like or you smell like food. No, you just know that there are elements and nuances to this fragrance that are made up of food-based notes, and it is stunning. So guys, Modest Dough Parfum, if you like any of the La Nuit, so La Nuit, Trésor, Eau de Parfum, or À la Folie, any of those, if you like that DNA, you're very likely to love this one as well. Okay, next up I have a vanilla fragrance. I've spoken about this on my channel. I don't see it very much anymore. Some people say it's been discontinued. So where I live, for instance, I was told it's been discontinued. You rarely would see this in shops, but I know that you have this on the discount sites and all. It's a stunning fragrance. It's YSL Cinema. This is a vanilla citrus fragrance. This is intoxicating, and I'm sure you can see from how much I've used this perfume. When I wear this, I smell like a citrusy vanilla custard, and it's amazing. Very, very stunning perfume. Lasts long on my skin, but some people say that it doesn't have longevity on theirs. For me, it does last long on my skin, lasts even longer on clothes. I might need to respray maybe halfway through the day just to get that fresh burst of the perfume again. Those citrus nuances are what gives this a very uplifting feel, and then the vanilla at the base gives that comforting quality. I really love this perfume, and I find it to be extremely intoxicating. When I have this on, I can not help but smell myself all day. It is just so beautiful. It is so uplifting for me. If I'm sad and I have this on, it will change my mood. It will lift my spirits instantly. It's almost instant the way this one lifts my spirits. I love Cinema by YSL, and I think it's one of their best creations. I just feel like it didn't get the popularity that I thought it would, because this is comparable to any niche vanilla perfume anytime, any day. I love YSL Cinema. It is amazing, and the bottle is stunning as well. Okay, this is an oldie but a goodie. This one I'm going to talk about right now, and this is Timeless by Avon. And yes, this is very cheap. I doubt that this is up to $15 if I were converting from my local currency. It is cheap and super cheerful. Guys, this is an amber bomb. It's got some florals in it. I think there is musk, patchouli, but this is very heavy on the amber and the aldehyde. So when you first spray Timeless by Avon, you will get those aldehydes, right? You will get it. So prepare for that. But give it 5 minutes, 10 minutes, and this settles into the most comforting scent that you would ever put your nose on. This one reminds me of my mom, because this is the profile of the perfumes she used when I was younger, and it just makes me feel so comforted. This one I saw online, I got it, and the first time I sprayed it, I couldn't stop. I actually had to buy a backup bottle. I'm not one who buys backup bottles because I feel like I have quite a lot of perfumes and I just want to go through all of them and then get new fragrances. And I look forward to doing a lot of layering combos with this. But this is a stunning, comforting, amber forward fragrance. Has the same DNA with the likes of Miss Dior Le Parfum. That's the one amber forward Miss Dior. That's, I think, the 2012 version. This has a very similar profile to that. So if you know that perfume, that smells something like this. If you also know CK Obsession, they all fall within the same scent family. So it is amazing, guys. For me, if you're somebody who doesn't mind the aldehydic notes, this is stunning. This one I would picture on a woman in her 30s and above. It will just smell really elegant, really put together. You know, you smell very approachable when you have this on. I love, love, and love this. Yep. So my number 4 is one that is touted as being would I say a clone of Angel Share by Kilian, and I'm sure by looking at the bottle you can tell. This is a glass bottle. I don't know, is this glass or plastic? One doesn't even know. Okay, now I'm foraying into the Middle Eastern houses because I find them a bit intriguing. I do like some Middle Eastern fragrances, and in recent times, I'm just trying to train my nose, trying to explore more perfumes other than the usual designer perfumes. And I came across this one after watching a few videos online. It is a sweet vanillic ambery, spicy, woody fragrance. Amber wood. So this perfume starts off a very, very sweet. This is, you feel like you're smelling like dates and cinnamon, a syrup basically made with dates and cinnamon with some spices. That's what it smells like in the opening. So that sweetness is very, very potent in the opening, and then as it starts to dry down, you might get hints of the floral, but it's not prominent, so you may even miss those florals. For instance, I don't get a heavy tuberose from this, but you know that there's something in this fragrance that keeps it from being overly sweet. However, you're not able to really make out the specific florals. I think this is very well blended. I think this is very beautiful. I do get the comparison to Angel Share by Kilian, but I think that the House of Lattafa did put their own spin to this, especially with, some of the notes that have been infused here. So there's praline, which also adds to the sweetness of this perfume, and there's vanilla, which gives it a very comforting edge. Vanilla sort of adds a little bit of, I would say, warmth to this perfume. Yes, it's syrupy, yes, it's sweet, but the vanillic element is almost like when you add cream to a sugared tea. So it's going to still be sweet, but it's tempered a bit by the vanillic components, right? And that makes it a bit more warm. And then there's the benzoin and the myrrh and the woods at the base that then add a more resinous and strong quality. So that those are like the grounding notes for this fragrance. They help to anchor that sweetness, and it is amazing, guys. This is an extremely intoxicating fragrance. I almost feel like I get a boozy note from this one. I don't know where that's coming from, but it smells like there could be some liquor somewhere in this. I do not see any liquor notes listed, but I do get that sense of a liquor note in this fragrance, which is, I think, what Kilian Angel Share has. I think there's a liquor note in Angel Share. I have smelled Angel Share before in store when I was testing some perfumes, and there is that similarity, but I wouldn't say it's 100% dupe. I'll just say that they fit the same scent profile. And if you want to experience something similar to Angel Share and maybe you're on a budget, this will do. Stunning, guys. This is a stunning perfume. Camera by Lattafa. So last on my list for today is one called a Vanilla Oud by a house called Virtus. I just got to know about this house recently. It's not a house that I knew about before. It's a niche fragrance. This perfume is, guys, look, I'm not an oud person, even though I said I've been foraying into the Middle Eastern houses lately, but oud is not my thing. It's something that I'm dabbling into very, very slowly, putting my fingers, dipping my toes in those waters very gently. If that profile of fragrances is not your thing, it may be difficult to get on board with ouds, but this fragrance is the epitome of a well blended, a well formulated, a beautiful, stunning fragrance, guys. Oh my God. From the moment I got my nose on this one in the store, I had to have it. There was no negotiation. I just had to buy this. The notes are woody, vanilla, or rather the accords are woody, vanilla, oud, caramel, and it's spicy, it's balsamic, it's powdery, there's musk in there, and there's some fruity notes or fruity accords as well. In terms of notes, this has saffron, rhubarb, apple, bergamot in the opening. In the middle, there's agarwood, which is oud. There's saffron, cashmere, and you have a lot of floral and all kinds of grounding notes. There's patchouli, there's vetiver, musk, gaiac, a lot of things. I'm not going to call all of them, but this perfume, guys, like I said, is the epitome of a perfume where people sat down, articulated it properly, tested it properly, and decided to release a masterpiece. Because in my opinion, This perfume does not lean in any excessive direction. So when you hear oud, don't be afraid. This is the most wearable oud I've ever gotten my nose on. When you hear vanilla, don't be afraid. You're not going to smell like a baked good. When you hear sweets, don't be afraid. It doesn't get too syrupy, tooth-achingly sweet. This is just the perfect balance of ouds, of vanillas, of sweet, of everything good. When I spray this on myself, guys, I smell like sweetness and goodness. Guys, that's all I have to say. All the accords work in perfect harmony, guys. All the accords here work in perfect harmony. It is smoky, it's woody, it's vanillic, there's sweetness. You get all of them in intermission, one after the other. So just when you think that you're drowning in the oud scent, the vanilla comes out to save you. Just when you think that the sweetness is getting too syrupy, the woods and the balsams come out to save you. What more can you want in this fragrance? What more can you want from a fragrance, guys? This is the most addictive thing, the most intoxicating fragrance that I've gotten my nose on in 2022, hands down. And I'm not joking. If you have it anywhere near you, please do yourself a favor and test it. I'm not saying buy it. I'm saying just test. Get your nose on this and please let me know what you think. Or if you have it, let me know what you think about this perfume. Guys, this is where I'm going to call it a day because I have I've used up all my energy talking about these beauties. So these 5 are my most intoxicating fragrances so far. Very great for cold weather. You wear them, you feel wrapped in a warm scent cloud. Absolutely amazing, absolutely stunning. Let me know if you have any of these perfumes, if you have tried them and what you think. Till I see you on another video, thank you so much for watching and enjoy the rest of your day or night. Bye guys.